Been back in New York for about a week and I've been catching up with some friends. College classmates that asked me why I spent this many years in Asia, and the truth is, it's for career and money. Landed in China in 2010, and that was after the recession where honestly across the world, especially in the US, the job market was actually quite terrible. But in China, it was the opposite. It was actually a really high growth period of time, and recruitment was actually at a really early stage, and it really needed talent from everywhere. With my advertising sales background, recruitment is actually a really good fit because not only was I making salary, I was actually making bonus too. So not only was I making a lot more money than I would in the States, I was also getting promotions and salary increases almost on a annual basis. But it's actually also simply the cost of living. So for example, at the time, even though my first job I was only making 20,000 RMB a month, my rent was less than say 3,000 a month because I was sharing with someone. And then because eating out and things didn't actually cost a great deal of money, I probably saved about 50% of my money for years. So other than living expenditures like food, rent, utilities, and the occasional Uber and Didi, I didn't actually spend a great deal of money because I don't buy. So all my clothes and things are from places like H&M, Zara, and the cheap brands. And even my say work clothes are from mid-range brands like Express from the States, which again I only shop about once a year, and each of those suits might cost, for example, $150 total for a set. I lived that way for years. Even by the time I've gotten to director level, I was still sharing an apartment with someone and probably paying less than 5,000 RMB in rent. So monthly, I would save about 50% of my money, and my biggest expenditure annually was probably my flight home, where I would spend about a month home for Chinese New Year. So though my income had increased drastically, my way of living still remained the same, and I lived way below my means. The money that I'd saved, I didn't put it into a bank. I actually invested it in either real estate or in the stock market. So it gave me returns that I can enjoy now. So I'm not recommending everyone to leave the country or, go to another place for a job. But when you're taking on a job, beyond the salary of the job itself, you really need to do a bit of a cost analysis of cost of living, how much you can save, if you can save anything at all, and where possible to save money so that even if it's only 10% of your money that you're putting aside and then doing something with it beyond putting it into the bank.